Kick the bone down. Kick in. Yeah. Kick in. Now. Say kick in, one down. You kick.
Hey! Stay there! Do not move! Show me your hands! Show me your hands now. What's your name? Calum. Right. Listen, Calum, you're under arrest on suspicion of murder. You don't have to say anything, but at Miami defence, you do not mention when questioned something which is later on in court. Anything you do say may be given in evidence.
Bryony was 29 years old. Her children, Dennisty, Oscar and Aubrey, just 9, 5 and 22 months when they were murdered by Sharaz Ali and unlawfully killed by Calum Sunderland in the most horrific way anybody can ever imagine. Antonia, who Sharaz Ali also attempted to murder, was of course present at her sister's address when Ali and Sunderland forced their way in. She knew immediately that they were there to cause significant harm, and she showed immense bravery, pleading with Ali to target her and not her family. Unfortunately, that didn't happen, and Antonia was left to watch on in anguish and horror as her sister, nieces and nephews were trapped inside, completely helpless. We know, of course, that Ali enlisted the help of Sunderland, a male, by his own accounts, known locally as an arsonist. He was the one who sourced the canister, he bought the petrol, he carried it to the house and he forced that door in. He literally handed Ali a murder weapon before cowardly running away. And of course we know that Ali then enters that house, a house that he had been to previously. He knew the layout of that address, and despite the screams of Antonia, Bryony and unfortunately likely the children, despite knowing undoubtedly by this time that Bryony and the children were upstairs with no way of escape, and despite knowing the devastation a fuel-filled fire would create in a residential address, he doused that house in petrol and set it alight, and intentionally or not, caught himself in the process. And why? Because he would not accept that his relationship with Antonia was over. He'd in fact tried to resurrect that relationship over the previous days, and when it became clear that that wasn't going to happen, he turned to issuing threats. He told her the house, the kids, the family would all feel it. Of course, we know in hindsight that they were not threats, but a chilling indication of murderous intent. I cannot imagine the terror that that family went through. Our thoughts are now with the family who, despite their immense strength of character throughout this whole process, now have to face a lifetime of pain and suffering without their loved ones. And I just hope today's verdict brings them some small sense of closure. Thank you.
McInnes, Senior Crown Prosecutor. This is a profoundly sad case involving two men whose cruel and calculated actions had devastating consequences for Bryony and her 3 young children. Ali was a selfish killer who had no regard for anyone but himself. He was motivated by jealousy, and his actions have now needlessly robbed the family of their loved ones. Sunderland enabled that twisted desire for revenge, and ultimately both men willingly played their role and caused the deaths of a young family who still should be with us today. Today's result won't bring back Bryony, Dennisty, Aubrey or Oscar, but we hope it provides some closure for their family and friends who continue to endure the devastating impact of Ali and Sunderland's actions. I would like to personally thank Bryony's family for the extraordinary dignity that they have shown in the face of such unthinkable tragedy. I've worked closely with them throughout this process and have been consistently inspired by their bravery, and they've been instrumental in helping us secure the outcome we have all achieved today in court. And violence against women sadly remains a stain on our society, but the Crown Prosecution Service is determined to seek justice whenever it's carried out. Thank you very much.
We, the family of Bryony Gawith, Dennisty, Oscar and Aubrey Birtle, want to express our deepest thanks to the police, the prosecution, the barristers and every single person who has helped us get justice for our loved ones. But even with justice, nothing will ever make this right. Nothing will ever fill the silence where their laughter should be. Nothing will ever bring back our family. We will forever carry this brokenness, and yet we will hold on to them tightly in only ways we can now, through our memories, our photos and our precious videos. Those are all we have left now. This trial has drained us in ways words can only describe. It has been a long, agonising, heart-shattering journey. Now that justice has finally been served, we can at last allow ourselves the space to truly grieve for our beautiful family, who should still be with us now. Our beautiful Bee was the glue that held us all together. She was the one everyone turned to, the one who made every room brighter, just by walking into it. She was the best daughter, sister, auntie, and most of all, the most devoted mother to her 3 children. They were her world, and she lived every day to love and protect them. Our sweet Chutch was blossoming into such a confident, creative soul, a little artist with a growing spark. She loved taekwondo with her cousins and best friend, and she adored her younger brother and sister. She was always by her mum's side, helping, caring, loving with maturity far beyond her years. Our brave little soldier, Oggy, who came into this world fighting, survived open heart surgery at just 5 days old. He was strong, cheeky and full of life. That was only just beginning. He had so much ahead of him, so many firsts he never got a chance to reach. Our precious Strawberry, so tiny, so joyful, so pure of innocence. Her hugs could melt sadness in an instant. Her favourite song, Happy, 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 captured her perfectly. She made us smile without even trying. These are only a handful of memories we hold close. We could speak of them for hours, for days, and still never capture all the love they brought into our lives. Their futures were stolen. The children will never grow up, never experience life in all the ways they deserve. And our Bee will never grow old with us, never watch her babies become who they were meant to be. We will love them for the rest of our lives. We will miss them in every breath. Our heart will never be whole again. They will be forever young, forever ours, forever missed beyond words. Thank you.